Have you ever noticed a small, itchy spot on your arm, your leg, or maybe even your back, and thought nothing of it? What if I told you that sometimes something as simple as a patch of itchiness could be your body's early warning signal, a red flag pointing to a deeper issue? Now, before you panic, let's slow down. Not every itch is dangerous. But here's the truth. Our bodies are like storytellers. They whisper first, with little signs. If we ignore them, the whispers turn into shouts. Today, I want to share a story about two friends, Margaret and Harold, both in their 60s, both seemingly healthy, both with very different outcomes. And along the way, we'll uncover not just what that itchy spot could mean, but also how small, everyday choices can add up to a longer, healthier, and happier life. And let's make this interactive. As I go through the warning signs and healthy aging tips, I want you to choose one that resonates most with you. Drop that number in the comments. For example, if sign number 3 sounds just like your life, write the number 3 below. Ready? Let's dive in. The story of Margaret and Harold. Margaret, a retired teacher, loved gardening. She was the kind of woman who woke up with the sunrise, brewed her herbal tea, and tended her roses. One morning, she noticed a small patch of skin on her shoulder. It was itchy, a little scaly, and wouldn't go away. She thought, oh, maybe it's just dryness. But instead of ignoring it, she mentioned it at her regular checkup. The doctor examined her and ordered a simple test. It turned out to be an early form of skin cancer. Scary? Yes. But because Margaret caught it early, it was removed easily. No chemotherapy, no major surgery. Just a small reminder that listening to your body matters. Now, Harold, her neighbor, also in his 60s, noticed something similar on his leg. But Harold shrugged it off. It's just old skin, he said. Months turned into years, and by the time he finally saw a doctor, the condition had worsened. His journey became far more complicated. So, what's the lesson here? Small signs can mean big things. And the earlier we pay attention, the better chance we have at preventing serious problems. Sign number 1, skin changes and what they mean. An itchy spot, a mole that changes shape, or skin that doesn't heal can be early indicators of more serious conditions. Not always, but sometimes. The skin is our largest organ, and in older age, it reflects both our health and our habits. Here's the tip. Don't ignore persistent skin changes. Regular self-checks, moisturizing to prevent dryness, and yearly dermatologist visits can make a huge difference. If you've ever noticed your skin telling you something, that's sign number 1. Write number 1 in the comments. Sign number 2, the hidden danger of fatigue. Let me ask you this. How often do you feel unusually tired? I'm not talking about normal end-of-the-day tired. I mean fatigue that lingers, that makes everyday tasks feel heavy. In Margaret's case, she noticed fatigue every time she skipped her morning walks, but after getting back on track, her energy returned. For Harold, fatigue crept in slowly, worsened by poor sleep and lack of movement. Here's the truth. Fatigue in older adults can signal heart problems, thyroid issues, or even nutrient deficiencies. But it can also be the body begging for simple things: better sleep, more hydration, or regular light exercise. Tip: aim for 20 minutes of gentle activity daily. Walking, stretching, or even light gardening keeps circulation strong. And remember, hydration. Older adults often underestimate how much water they need. If fatigue sounds familiar, that's sign number 2. Drop a number 2 in the comments. Sign number 3, mental sharpness. Now here's a question. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? We all have, but there's a difference between normal forgetfulness and signs of declining cognitive health.
Margaret kept her mind active, reading, doing puzzles, and engaging in community groups. Harold, on the other hand, spent more time isolated, relying on TV for company. Over time, his memory struggles became more frequent. Research shows that staying mentally engaged reduces the risk of cognitive decline. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Social connections, brain games, and learning new skills, even at 70, act like exercise for your brain. Tip: try learning something new, like a language or musical instrument, or simply join a discussion group. Keep the mind curious, and it will reward you. If mental sharpness is your priority, sign number 3 is yours. Type number 3 in the comments. Sign number 4, nutrition as medicine. Let's return to Margaret's kitchen. Every morning, she added leafy greens to her breakfast omelet and a handful of berries on the side. Harold, however, leaned on processed foods, fast, convenient, but nutrient-poor. The result? Margaret's blood pressure and cholesterol remained stable. Harold's did not. Here's the science simplified. As we age, inflammation becomes a silent enemy. Foods rich in antioxidants like colorful vegetables and omega-3 fats help calm that inflammation. Processed sugar and fried foods do the opposite, fanning the flames. Tip: build your plate around plants. Half vegetables, a quarter protein, a quarter whole grains. It doesn't have to be perfect, just consistent. If you know your plate could use a refresh, write number 4 in the comments. Sign number 5, gentle fitness for strong bones. One afternoon, Margaret invited Harold to join her for a short walk. He declined, saying his knees hurt. But the irony is that gentle, regular movement strengthens joints, while inactivity weakens them. Osteoporosis, loss of muscle, and stiffness, these aren't inevitable. Light resistance exercises, balance training, and daily walks are proven to reduce falls and fractures. Tip: try chair exercises or light weights at home. Even standing on one foot while brushing your teeth improves balance. If movement is your challenge, then sign number 5 is yours. Drop number 5 in the comments. Sign number 6, the power of restful sleep. Let's not forget sleep. Did you know poor sleep can raise your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and memory decline? Margaret made her bedroom a sanctuary, cool, dark, no screens before bed. Harold often fell asleep in front of the television, then tossed and turned at night. The difference in their energy, mood, and long-term health was striking. Tip: aim for 7 to 8 hours. Stick to a routine. And if sleep apnea or restless nights are common, see a professional. Quality sleep is not a luxury, it's medicine. If this resonates, that's sign number 6. Write 6 in the comments. Sign number 7, emotional and social health. Here's something many forget. Loneliness can be as harmful as smoking. Yes, you heard that right. Studies show isolation increases the risk of dementia, depression, and even early death. Margaret joined a gardening club. Harold? He stayed home. Guess whose health thrived? Tip: stay connected. Call a friend, volunteer, or join a group. Human connection is not just emotional, it's biological. It heals. If staying socially active is your key takeaway, sign number 7 is yours. Drop 7 in the comments. The red flag and the bigger picture. Now let's return to where we started. That itchy spot. Yes, it could be dry skin, but it could also be your body raising a red flag. The bigger message here is this: aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean growth, wisdom, and vitality if we listen to the signals early and act on them. Think of Margaret and Harold. 2 people, same age, same neighborhood, same warning signs. One paid attention, one delayed. Their paths diverged, not because of luck, but because of daily choices. Your call to action: So here's what I want you to do. Pick one sign from today's story: skin health, fatigue, mental sharpness, nutrition, gentle fitness, restful sleep, or social health. Which one feels most urgent for you? Write that number in the comments. And if you found even one piece of advice valuable, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, subscribe for more stories like this, and share this video with someone you care about. Because small actions today can mean years of healthier tomorrows. Remember, your body whispers before it shouts. Listen to the whispers. Take action early. Choose the path of Margaret, not Harold.